Welcome, everybody, to Stalker Call of Pripyat. I am playing the complete version, which is basically a fan-made mod that you can think of it as remastering the game. It adds some, I think it adds some content, definitely tweaks some content, changes some of the weapons. I believe it makes people speak in Russian more, or Ukrainian. I'm not sure what the default is. I think they're more or less very similar languages. Yeah. Let's start. I'm going to go with Master. So this takes forever to load. So I'm going to pause the recording real quick.
At 0123 on April 26, 1986, the reactor of Power Block 4 of Chernobyl NPP is destroyed following a series of thermal explosions. The resulting radioactive cloud moves across the European part of the USSR, Eastern Europe, and Scandinavia, eventually reaching America. The consequences of the disaster are so serious that the government is forced to begin evacuating the residents of nearby towns and villages. A 30-kilometer exclusion zone is created to stop residents from returning to the contaminated area. Despite the disaster, the Chernobyl NPP continues to operate. The existence of a power station, as well as the fact that the area is no longer inhabited, leads the Council of Ministers of the USSR to set up a network of secret laboratories in the exclusion zone. June 11, 2006. The exclusion zone lights up with a flash of blinding light as clouds can be seen evaporating in the sky. After a moment of complete silence, a peal of thunder shakes the ground. Most of the government forces guarding the perimeter are killed instantly. 2008. Scientists are still unable to explain what happened. Rare expeditions into the zone usually end in tragedy, with survivors telling stories of mutated animals with incredible abilities roaming the area. According to various estimates, by 2010, the zone is home to between 100 and 300 unknown individuals. They call themselves stalkers and make their living by collecting anomalous formations known as artifacts, which they sell for considerable sums of money. 2011. Despite military cordons, the stalker phenomenon is growing in numbers. However, stalkers travel primarily around the zone's edges, with the center remaining terra incognita. The few attempts to penetrate deeper into the zone have all ended in failure. 2012. A stalker called Strelok solves the secret of the brain scorcher, a man-made emitter that had blocked the way to the center of the zone for years. After the brain scorcher is disabled, all stalkers rush for the center of the zone, some in hopes of finding a treasure trove of artifacts, others in search of the wish granter. The government decides to launch a large-scale military operation. Operation Fairway, as it came to be known, involves using maps of anomaly fields to maneuver helicopters to the CNPP. Despite meticulous preparation, the operation is a failure, and none of the helicopters return from the mission. Major Dektyrov, a USS special agent, is sent into the zone to investigate the disappearance of the helicopters. Disguised as a stalker, equipped with a regular assault rifle, 2 weeks' worth of supplies, and a radio to communicate with HQ, the Major begins his journey towards the center of the zone.
So that was long-winded, and here we are in the game. This is actually the third game in the series, and I think chronologically this is at the tail end of the timeline of the games, I mean. I know that the second one was, excuse me, my voice is cracking.
Не балуй. Оружие спрячь.
The second one was a prequel of sorts to the first game. So we'll put that away. Hi. Where's the nearest stalker camp around here? I'll upload the coordinates to your PDA. Skadovsk is the only major camp around here. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. Skadovsk. Anyway. Squay, do you know anything about the crashed helicopters? I saw one myself. It didn't look like it crashed, but it wasn't flying good either. It was swinging from side to side until it landed on a plateau to the south of Zatan. It'd be interesting to see whether anyone survived. If we only knew a way to get up there. Actually, I heard Noah from Psycho Barge might know. Psycho Barge, huh? Listen, I have a question for you. Forget about it. I have something to ask you. Know anyone who'd have a job for me? Maybe you should ask Grouse over at Skadovsk. He's been looking for help with this one thing. Stalkers are disappearing without a trace. Everyone blames bloodsuckers because when their bodies are found, they're bled completely dry. But this is just too much. They're snatching people almost every other day, which really isn't bloodsuckers' MO. Grouse even hired an experienced hunter to track them down. Where can I find artifacts? There's a spot in Zatan where heat anomalies emerged underwater. They call it boiler because there's steam and stuff coming from the ground. If you think steam is nothing, think again. Seasoned stalkers say this kind of vapor anomaly hits you at least as hard as regular heat anomaly, if not harder. The temperature may be a bit lower, but it grills you longer. As for artifacts, they found regular ones, the fire kind. As you can see here, the grammar is not great. I think they're trying to make them, I guess, more or less, layperson, I guess. It doesn't really work out. And it's kind of weird, because it makes them sound more American. There's actually a really bad one somewhere around here. I think it's this game. The Hawaiian, the Russian or Ukrainian Hawaiian. Ugh, terrible. Anyway, something. What's new in the zone? Have you heard about the Oasis, brother? They say there's this place that's extremely hard to find, and once you know where it is, even harder to get to. There's supposed to be a lake there. You walk into it, and all your melodies fade away. All your wounds heal instantly. Talking's no use. Have you seen how many rookie stalkers have come here to the center of the zone? Some are looking for treasure trove of artifacts. Some are just curious. But most are hoping to find the Oasis. Where it is, it's hidden somewhere around here. So yeah, the Oasis, which is kind of like the Wish Granter in the first game. And I believe in the second one as well. I've not actually gotten too far in the second one, because it's hard. What are you up to? I'm just taking it easy. Just wandering around. Can you leave me? Boiler anomaly. That'll cost you 200. So, I guess, I don't know if that's new or not. Sorry, no deal. Trade, so we can trade with them. basic interface. As you can probably start to tell, it's a bit RPG-ish. And the anomalies, blah, they act as kind of stat boosters of sorts. They give you resistance to things like radiation, I think. I think most are actually give you radiation, but some actually counter it. Some give you fire resistance and all that. And here you can see the resistances and all that. There's electro, thermal, chemical, radiation, psychic, impact, armor, energy recovery. I don't know what the difference between armor and impact is. I guess melee damage? I don't really know. So they have a grenade, all that. Oh yes, everything is in rubles. And we have our echo detector, which is primitive. What? Here we go. This is it. This is how we find artifacts within the world. Artifacts, as I said, are these like stat boosty things, and they basically look like bowls of meat or sea urchins of sorts. Very weird. Anyway, the boiler anomaly. If I can pull out my goggles here. So that's, I believe, is the boiler anomaly. You can actually get a really nice detector over there. So I guess that's where we'll go. Yeah. Do. This actually cues a scripted event once you get up here. And depending on how you play, you can be cruel and just take advantage of the situation and kill them both. Or you can attempt to save them. I don't think there's any huge reason to save them, other than just to be kind. I don't think it really impacts anything. But here we are.
Just relax and keep moving.
Yeah, the voice acting in this game is bad. I thought the mod that I had would change them all to speak in their native language, but I guess not.
Your suit can handle it. Keep going.
It's like he knows. There's sarcasm in his voice. And badoom!
Help me, stalker.
Oh, help me! Right. Oops. You look so sad. Oh. Stalker! Quick! Come help! Patruka. Yeah, Patruka. Look over there. At the edge of the crevice. He got whacked by an anomaly. Okay. Even his suit didn't help one bit. And me, I don't have one. Patruka and I pooled all our money together to buy that one. If I take another step, I'm done for. Help us, please! There's no real easy way to do this. As we get closer, the symbol below the map goes up. So, was it F5? Yeah, there we go. Take this medkit. Also, I'll take your gun. He actually has a really nice detector. Phew. Oh, he gave it to us. Cool. Phew. Thank you, buddy. I was this close to buying it in a boiler. Okay. The mutant dogs would have had a field day. Here, take my detector. Might come in handy one day. Thanks for saving my life, really. I think I'll take a breather at the base now. Let's see. I'd like to ask you something. You know anything about the crashed helicopters? I heard one landed on the southern plateau, but getting up there ain't easy. The other thing I heard is that someone spotted Noah on the edge of that plateau, which means that Psycho knows a way of getting to it. If you're interested in gravitational artifacts, look for them in the Fang anomaly. The place is easy to spot. Anomalies have done a good job on the terrain. Took half the hill clean off. A few caves opened up on the hill, immediately sealed by storks. Thankfully they rarely go outside. Okay. That's enough. Do you have anything for me? Oh. There's a boat over there, but I believe that won't come into play until a bit later. Up there. Hang on. There we go. I don't think there's anything up there. Hello, son. Alright, now that we have the bear detector, probably should save. Let's head towards, Strokov's. Oops. Ah. Nothing really going on over there either. That, I believe, is where we want to go. Oh, shit. Hate these things. They do a lot of damage. Ugh. Mostly because we don't have much armor. Alright, we'll heal the wounds a bit. Stop the bleeding. Which is what the bandages are for. F2 on the bottom left corner there. We slowly regenerate health, which is nice, and the armor symbol with the line going through it means our armor is kind of broken. So we have that going for us. Okay, well, where the hell am I going? I forget how to pull up the map. No, there we go. P for PDA. Burned out farmstead. I think we passed it a bit. Swamp area. I think that's, yeah. The crashed helicopters. This is what we want here. And we are... Wait, no, that's not what we want. This is what we want. Where am I? Is that me? Wait, no. I'm all confused. Whatever. Also, I should equip my new fancy detector. I believe it's the best one in the game. Or second to best. I think it's the second to best. I know at some point in the game you need 4 of these bear detectors. Okay, where the hell am I? Get up here. Here's the burnt farmstead. Which well, should I? So we have these bolts here, which we can use to spot anomalies. Also, I think I got anomalies and artifacts confused. Anomalies are dangerous, artifacts are nice. It's what we want. It's what we can equip. Yeah. Did I say what I forget. There's one over here. I forget how to get anomalies. Or artifacts, I mean. Come on. Ah. Do I really have to go through here? Oh, I'm about to die. I'm about to die. I'm about to die. I died. Let's save. Okay, that went poorly. Any others around here? Goes this way, maybe? No, it's probably need fire armor. Make sure the way is clear. Okay, there's our boat. Oh, an entrance. Oh jeez, oh jeez, oh jeez. Oh. I know what's in here. I know exactly what's in here. I think. You're gonna tell me to get out? Oh jeez. An anomaly. I don't think they're sentient. Yeah, we're not getting through here. I thought this was the dwarf cave. But it's not. It's probably over here. Oh, there's some dogs around it. Or hogs, whatever those things are. Oh, jeez. Hate those things. Stay away. They're probably going after the dogs over there. Or hogs, whatever. They're like weird Dr. Moreau-esque creatures. here we are. We have to put our weapon away or else we won't be getting in. Some stalkers passing by. Whoa.
Listen up.
Hey, stalker. How are you?
We're in the land of poor voice acting.
Hello. What brings you to our humble vessel? Attention stalkers. An mission is approaching. Drop in if you find any artifacts.
That's supposed to be him, by the way. So yeah, emissions. These are basically explosions that happen, and if you're caught outside, while outside, you'll explode, basically. One cool thing about it is that the AI, if it gets caught in the emission, the stalkers, I mean, the stalker AIs, they will turn into mindless ones, which is pretty cool. Oh shit. Probably good to stay in here. This is, who's this? This is Nimble! Nimble is from, oh, what is it called? I don't know, you tell me. Hello, I'm Nimble. People come to me for unique weapons. Rare models, prototypes, unique pieces, stuff like that. Plus, elite equipment. The latest modification of protective and combat suits. I check every item personally, so quality is guaranteed. Tell me about yourself. Nothing much to tell. I've had it good, and I've had it bad. Like most people stepped into, oh geez. Some bad stuff's going on. Stepped into a few anomalies. Been a hostage to bandits. I came to the zone a young lad a long time ago. I was a gopher at first. Anti-rads, armor piercings, ammo, that sort of thing. Then I worked for Sidorovich, paying him back for saving my ass. As I pulled chestnuts out of the fire for him, I made some useful connections and branched out on my own as soon as I could start delivering exclusive orders. So far, I've been able to dodge everything life has thrown at me, but I've got the feeling my luck is running out. At the same time, I got the desire to bust my ass for pennies anymore. I've got no desire, I mean. Kinda hard to breathe with all that stuff going on. But he is from the second game. Clear Sky, that's right. He's from Clear Sky, which is a unit, a secret unit. It also explains why he's wearing blue. Okay, so the mission is over, and I think I will leave it at here. And when we come back, we will do more missions, or gain some missions. Hopefully, maybe. We'll see. So, thanks for watching. Goodbye.
That the government is forced to begin evacuating the residents of nearby towns and villages. A 30-kilometer exclusion zone is created to stop residents from returning to the contaminated area. Despite the disaster, the Chernobyl NPP continues to operate. The existence of a power station, as well as the fact that the area is no longer inhabited, leads the Council of Ministers of the USSR to set up a network of secret laboratories in the exclusion zone. June 11th, 2006. The exclusion zone lights up with a flash of blinding light as clouds can be seen evaporating in the sky.
Going to go with Master. So this takes forever to load. So I'm going to pause the recording real quick.
At 0123 on April 26, 1986, the reactor of Power Block 4 of Chernobyl NPP is destroyed following a series of thermal explosions. The resulting radioactive cloud moves across the European part of the USSR, Eastern Europe, and Scandinavia, eventually reaching America. The consequences of the disaster are so serious, known as artifacts, which they sell for considerable sums of money. 2011. Despite military cordons, the stalker phenomenon is growing in numbers. However, stalkers travel primarily around the zone's edges, with the center remaining terra incognita. The few attempts to penetrate deeper into the zone have all ended in failure. 2012. A stalker called Strelok solves the secret of the brain scorcher, a man-made emitter that had blocked the way to the center of the zone for years. After the brain scorcher is disabled, all stalkers rush for the center of the zone, some in hopes of finding a treasure.
Welcome, everybody, to Stalker Call of Pripyat. I am playing the complete version, which is basically a fan-made mod that you can think of it as remastering the game. It adds some, I think it adds some content, definitely tweaks some content, changes some of the weapons. I believe it makes people speak in Russian more, or Ukrainian. I'm not sure what the default is. I think they're more or less very similar languages. Yeah, let's start.
After a moment of complete silence, the peal of thunder shakes the ground. Most of the government forces guarding the perimeter are killed instantly. 2008. Scientists are still unable to explain what happened. Rare expeditions into the zone usually end in tragedy, with survivors telling stories of mutated animals with incredible abilities roaming the area. According to various estimates, by 2010, the zone is home to between 1 and 300 unknown individuals. They call themselves stalkers and make their living by collecting anomalous formations